You all have 2 minutes, so if you want to talk to your neighbors or your shoulder partners or whoever, please feel free to. Feel like it's the first day of class where the students come in and they're super quiet. And it doesn't last at all.
Non-committee.
But in the
You're not on.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I would like to call to order our February 6th meeting. It is currently 5:31 p.m. And welcome, everyone. And at this time, I would like to invite Dr. Sean Gard-Harold to the podium. There he is. Thank you. Who is one of our assistant superintendents. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and everything else. Thank you.
Good evening, Superintendent and school board members. I am delighted to introduce Anthony J. Hargrove III, a senior at Lake Howell High School. Anthony is not only the president of the esteemed barbering program, but also a dedicated student athlete who has excelled in varsity football and weightlifting. Additionally, he serves as the vice president of the Black Achievement Cultural Club. After graduation, he will attend Universal Technical Institute and will eventually acquire his degree in business. Anthony's leadership, commitment, and accomplishments reflect the excellence we strive for in Seminole County. So please join me in welcoming Anthony J. Hargrove III.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony J. Hargrove III, and I will be representing Lake Howell High School Barbering Program. To start off, I would like you all to please envision yourself on the set of the movie Barbershop. Everyone is excited, laughing, and having a great time. Now, before you get all lost into it, allow me to tell you my favorite experiences and why it motivated me to join this program, because it was ultimately my childhood. Growing up in the barbershop, I had always had to be aware of my surroundings. I never wanted to be the kid stepping on brand new J's or sweeping hair onto clients' feet. And yes, as a kid, sweeping hair was one of my big kid responsibilities I loved to brag about. As I got older, I realized there was so much more to it. Not only was it the what do you want to be when you grow up talks, or how I'm almost taller than my dad, but the lessons I learned from these moments were probably one of the most important things in my life. Now that I'm older, I see how special these moments were, because it's a story I could tell to so many people. I would have never imagined these little moments that I craved so much would benefit me. We all have our mentors, and mine is a role model and a superhero. Believe it or not, growing up, I've always wanted to be better than my dad. Always around him, trying to be the best little me I can be. I mean, for starters, I already have the same name as him, which is cool. But I needed to get to his level first. I was watching the way he drives, to the way he talks, laughs, and even walks, to even how he even puts his shoes on. There was one thing I could never be better than Matt, and it's cutting hair. When he cuts, it's like watching an artist paint his canvas and transform them, from cleaning his clippers to getting his station ready. Welcoming clients in, and just like that, 15 minutes has gone by. And me, as his side chick, I got to witness that that was just one question I couldn't stop asking myself. How do you do it? My sophomore year of high school, I joined Barbering One in hopes of pursuing my passion on finally matching his skill. Through joining, I've met my lovely teacher, Miss Bradley, and I went on an incredible journey to learn what it took to be a barber. The great thing is, I learned so much more than just barbering. I learned how to problem solve, be creative, live life through trial and error, as well as the type of responsibilities this trade comes with, which happens to include learning the ins and outs of building a great relationship with your clients and customers, just to go through life in general. This has helped me mature and grow as a person, and I am eternally grateful. I'd like to thank my mom, because balancing being a stylist and a barber, you make it look easy, and having given me so many helpful tips to allow me to be successful in this program. And to my dad, thanks for always teaching me to be a leader by leading. Not everyone can say they have a father who's a leader and a provider for their family. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. Also, Ms. Lampy, for giving me the opportunity to speak for this program. I'm incredibly honored. Thank you. Ms. Bradley, because without her, who knows what we'd be doing. She really taught us all that we're changing the world one cut at a time. Thank you. Can you please join and stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag for the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wow, you are amazing, young man. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are super proud of you. Dr. Sean Gard-Harold, I know you told me he was going to be phenomenal. He surely was. All right, let the record reflect that Member Vice Chair Christine Kraus is in attendance, Member Garrick, Member Pennick, our attorney Carlene Cole-Palmer, our superintendent Sarita Beeman, and our clerk Jill Moramus. Member Kelly Davis is absent. At this time, do I have any, Ms. Moramus, do I have any acknowledgements? Okay, thank you. Superintendent, do we have any agenda modifications?
Yes, the addendum for good cause is marked on the electronic agenda by a green flag named addendum item.
All right, thank you. All right, school board members, roll call order. Originally, Member Davis would have been first, but since she's absent, the next person would be Member Garrick, Vice Chair Kraus, and then Member Pennick, and then myself. So, Member Garrick, do you have any modifications? No modifications. Thank you.
No modifications.
All right, thank you.
No, ma'am.
All right, no modifications. Is there a motion for the agenda outlined?
Motion.
All right.
Second.
Thank you. Member Garrick made a motion and second by,
Pennick.
I'm sorry, Pennick. Member Garrick seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. All right, Superintendent, my favorite part. Do we have presentations?
Yes, we do. We'll start with the introduction of the Veteran of the Month, Mr. Luis Alvarado, who will be introduced by Principal Cubis.
Wonderful. Thank you.
This evening, I have the pleasure to present to you Mr. Luis Alvarado, or should I say, Corporal Alvarado. Corporal Alvarado always had the desire to be a Marine. His first memory of wanting to be a Marine was in second grade. I can tell you, it was the uniform. Corporal Alvarado signed up in the delayed entry program at the age of 16 with parental consent. Upon graduation high school at the age of 17, he went off to Parris Island to complete Marine Corps boot camp. After a brief vacation, he reported to 29 Palms, California for instruction as a field radio operator. He completed the course in February of 1986 and reported to his reserve center immediately. Corporal Alvarado was assigned to 2nd Battalion 25th Marine Station at Garden City, New York. He was doing his active reserve duty and taking advantage of the GI Bill for his education. Corporal Alvarado was called to active duty during Operation Desert Storm. He was stationed in Camp Pendleton, California for training with his unit, awaiting for transportation to Iraq. However, the ground war ended. Corporal Alvarado and his unit were transported back to New York City, awaiting separation from the Marines. His final service to his country was to march down the Canyon of Heroes and to be part of the Welcome Home ticker tape parade with such dignitaries as President Bush, General Colin Powell, and General H. Norman Schwarzkopf. Corporal Alvarado's journey in the Marines has allowed him to utilize the GI Bill to earn a BA in Sociology and a Master's in Educational Leadership while finding his home at SCPS. Mr. Alvarado began his SCPS journey as an ESC teacher at the Hopper Center from 2003 to 2009, teaching 6th and 7th grade EBD students. He then accepted a position as Dean of Students at Millway Middle School and continues to serve there this very day. Dean Alvarado lives by the Marine Corps motto of Semper Fidelis, always faithful, and by the Millway motto of Rise, respect, integrity, safety, and excellence. Congratulations, Corporal Alvarado, for being selected as Veteran of the Month, and thank you for your service.
Me again, round 2 of 3. So school board members, superintendent, we are here to recognize our CTE, Career and Technical Education Students of the Year from each of our high schools. And I want to take just a second. Any of our career and technical education teachers who are in the room, would you please stand? And if our school administrators, our middle school and high school administrators that are here, if you would also stand to be recognized. And also my team from ePathways. So all of us are incredibly honored to get to do the work that we do, and none of us has a sense of purpose if it weren't for the next students that you are going to meet. And so at this time, I'm going to introduce Allie Hilliard, our coordinator for Career and Technical Education, who's going to bring up each of our Career and Technical Education Students of the Year.
Thank you. We are so excited for CTE Month. It is our favorite time of the year, and we kicked off our celebration last week with some amazing chili. that people have been asking me for recipes like crazy, which I don't have, but I'm getting them. And so a special congratulations to Lyman High School for first place in the judges' choice of chili. So let's get started with our CTE Students of the Year. Admin and teachers, if you're here in attendance, when the student comes up, we'd love for you to have your picture taken with them as well, please. Our first CTE Student of the Year is from Crooms Academy of Information Technology, Daniel Cook. Daniel has been a leader and programmer on multiple game development projects throughout his time at Crooms. This year, he led the team that developed 3D platformer Sky Seekers, as well as the exploration puzzle game titled Shortchanged. He has also taken multiple levels of cybersecurity and is a member of the Advanced Crooms Cyber Patriot team. Congratulations, Daniel. Our next student is from Haggerty High School, Nicholas Maxwell. Nick is in his 4th year of the Modeling and Simulation program and is president of the Mod Squad. He is the lead programmer of a game that was developed in class and featured in the school newspaper. Outside of class and as part of his involvement in the Mod Squad, he also teaches classes to younger students in the club. Congratulations, Nick. Next, from Lake Brantley High School, Tyler Gibson. Over the past 4 years, Tyler has mastered Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects and has been a tremendous help in getting other students on board with the learning. He's also mastered the studio recording software and has helped to educate his peers on how that system works. He is also enrolled in the digital design program and has made an immediate impact in that program as well. Congratulations, Tyler. Our next student, producer of the video that you saw earlier this evening, from Lake Howell High School, Jose Delgado. Jose is a standout student in the Lake Howell television production program and has showcased exceptional dedication and skill. His contributions extend beyond the classroom as he's assisted in shoots at renowned locations, including NASA and SeaWorld. And if you have not checked out the Lake Howell Legends videos, they are exciting. He even took on a huge role in creating this year's CTE Showcase video. His commitment to excellence is evident in crafting impactful content for Lake Howell High School. Congratulations, Jose. Our next student is from Lake Mary High School, Xavier Bridenthal. Xavier has been the face of the TV production program since his freshman year. He has completed many industry certifications and excelled in the TV program as the news anchor, videographer, and editor. He's won statewide video competitions representing Lake Mary High School in a video contest and was honored by the FHSAA at a pep rally earlier this year. Congratulations, Xavier. Our next student is from Oviedo High School, Oliver Bean. Oliver is currently in the 3rd year of both the computer programming and web design programs. By the end of this year, he'll be a program completer in both. His communication is focused, helpful, and effective, and he has shown his ability to help his fellow classmates in both academics and fun activities. He's been a tremendous asset to both programs. Congratulations, Oliver. next student is from Sci High, Jaden Ryan. Jaden has taken the tools of design and animation and has run with them, creating amazing animations. He is also highly skilled and competent at the marketing and promotion of his own art. He truly is an amazing digital artist. Congratulations, Jaden. Our next student is from Seminole County Virtual School, Kelly Wolf. Kelly actively participates in events offered throughout the Seminole County Virtual School program of hospitality and tourism management. Her hard work and dedication to learning as much as possible as she prepares for a career in the hospitality and tourism industry makes her an exemplary student in the program. Congratulations, Kelly. Our next student is from Seminole High School, Dallas Hudson. Dallas is an exceptional leader within the classroom and in the shop for both aviation and automotive programs. He is a very quick, motivated learner and will do anything for anyone, which makes him a tremendous asset to the program. We know Dallas will excel in whatever field he chooses. Congratulations, Dallas. Thank you. Our final student for this evening is from Winter Springs High School, Elizabeth Carl. Elizabeth has been in the culinary program at Winter Springs for 4 years. She started as a freshman who could barely flip a pancake to a senior who is truly a leader in the culinary program. She already has close to 200 community service hours and leads and organizes all of the catering events and activities. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Thank you again to all of our teachers, administrators, and students.
Good evening. In honor of February is Volunteer Recognition Month, we have some very important guests with us here tonight to share with us and celebrate with us the work that they have done in our community. Tonight, Seminole County Public Schools would like to share with you information regarding the Great Start Pathway to Success program, which helps parents develop those essential early literacy skills in their children ages birth to 3 years old. Great Start creates a space for parents or caregivers and babies to interact in a warm and loving environment by offering monthly story times that are interactive, hands-on, and parent-guided. The goal of this program is to ensure that each child is equipped as they transition into our Seminole County Public Schools VPK program. One focus of the program is to spotlight our community helpers. So tonight, we are here to recognize the generous contributions of Great Start's business partners. Because of their generosity, our families have a rich network of valuable resources within Seminole County. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Brian Emmons, Director of Great Start and VPK, and Mrs. Tanisha Wells-Eason, our resource teacher of Great Start, to join the board and the superintendent as we recognize those exceptional community volunteers that support this program. I'd like to start off by recognizing those departments within Seminole County Public Schools that supports this program. I'd like to invite the volunteers here from Community Involvement to come forward. This department provides toys, resources, and dividends for the Great Start program. Please remain at the front. I'd like to invite Project Search. Students and teachers from Project Search helped to pack over 2,000 Great Start baby resource bags for distribution in local hospitals in partnership with Great Start. I'd like to invite a representative from Title I, Mr. Galitsky. He volunteers as Santa and hands out toys for Great Start's annual holiday party. And lastly, from Seminole County, we'd like to recognize Red Apple Dining. They deliver a variety of creative and tasty meals and desserts for Great Start's special themed events, and they're always on time, and they always have a smile on their face. So this is our SCPS group that supports the Great Start program. Thank you so much. Come on, Chef Tom. Thank you. And wait, there's more. We'd like to invite the representative from Action Church. This group sponsors our Great Starts Family Night events and provides space for our monthly story time. Action Church, please come on up. In addition to supporting our Great Start program, they also support a variety of our schools through a variety of resources and supports, from food pantries to dividend time and mentoring. So they are great Seminole County partners. We would now like to invite up members and representatives from Northland Church. Every year, they donate toys to our Great Start program. All of our students receive toys, and thanks to Northland for their yearly support of all the very wonderful toys that they donate to our families and our students. We'd also like to invite our partners from Advent Health, Altamont Springs. Come on up. Altamont Advent Health was one of the first hospitals Great Start formed a partnership with to distribute Great Start's educational resource baby bags to parents after giving birth. Thank you so much to Advent Health, Altamont Springs. Oviedo Medical Center. Please come up. Once a month, they invite Great Start to their lactation class to have a story time with moms of newborns, and they distribute Great Start's educational resource baby bags to parents, all moms, after giving birth, and they support them in so many ways. So thank you to Oviedo Medical Center. And they have a little friend with them tonight.
Come on, Kathy. Come on, Kathy. Come on.
We'd like to welcome our volunteers from Winter Park Memorial Hospital. They have also been in partnership, and they have been distributing Great Start educational resource baby bags for 8 years. Advent Health, Winter Park. Representatives? That's us? Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you. Dalton Bookstore, Oviedo. And Dalton Bookstore Oviedo provides snacks and space for our Great Start families during our monthly story time. Thank you, Dalton Bookstore. Yeah. Florida Department of Health. This is one of a Great Start's longest partnerships. They donate their innovation lab or auditorium for a Great Start to host 3 different story times once a month. We are always there, and they are great partners to have. Thank you so much. Seminole County Public Library System. The public library hosts private monthly story times for Great Start families and is also one of our very first business partners, and they are still with us. Our partners from Barnes & Noble, Altamont Springs. They provide space for our Great Start families, and we provide monthly story time there. Lots of educational resources are provided, and they're wonderful supporters of our program. We would like to invite the Sanford Police Department. The Sanford Police Department has provided guest readers, which have included Chief Cecil Smith for Great Start's Community Helpers Unit. In addition, Sanford Police Department has installed a little free library in honor of Great Start for families in the Goldsboro community located at the Dr. Velma H. Williams West Side Community Center. They have also provided little libraries around Seminole County at a variety of our schools. Thank you, Officer Hernandez. We'd like to recognize Safe House of Seminole. Safe House of Seminole is one of our newest Great Start partnerships. Safe House has welcomed the program into their organization by providing space for evening story time with their moms and children once a month, and they absolutely look forward to having us there. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, WUCF PBS Kids. Volunteers, representatives, please come forward. This group provides a wealth of educational resources and support for our families across Seminole County. Are they here? Okay. Thank you so much, and to our volunteers, we appreciate you.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to recognize schools that have put exemplary work into implementing their behavior, school-wide positive behavior and intervention supports during our 2022-23 school year. I would like to welcome Jason Lobley from the University of South Florida with the Florida PBIS project. Thank you, Jason, for all your support. They have recently designated 16 of our Seminole County schools for PBIS model schools. These awards are a symbol of high fidelity of implementation of a multi-tier system of support for behavior. Sincere congratulations go out to the faculty and staff at these schools, particularly their PBIS team, their team leaders, and their administrators. Tonight, I'm proud to present 1 platinum, 2 gold, 5 silver, and 8 bronze awards. The first school is recognized for a platinum model school, and that would be Bentley Elementary. Awesome job. They want you, Jason. Knew they was gonna want you in the picture, Jason. I knew it. Next, these groups of schools are recognized for their Gold Model School Awards. The first school is Lawton Elementary School. And we have Walker Elementary School. Okay, the next group of schools are recognized with the Silver Model School Awards. The first school is English Estates Elementary. Ms. Urban.
We have SAC and PTA, so I'm the lone. All good. Thank you. Thank you. So much.
Another silver goes out to Haggerty High School. Awesome job. Next, we have Pardon Elementary School. I know. I owe you big time. Rainbow Elementary School. And Redbug Elementary School. Redbug. Redbug, yes. And the next group of schools are recognized for the Bronze Model School Awards. There's Geneva Elementary. Goldsboro Elementary. Indian Trails Middle School. Lake Mary High School. Yeah, of course. Of course. Oh, no. They really. And who's gonna go behind that? Yeah. I know they better bring it on. Come on, Stenstrom. Stenstrom Elementary School. Bring your A game, Stenstrom. I know.
Now, are you going to break out into an opera?
Sterling Park Elementary School. Wilson Elementary School. and Winter Springs Elementary School. Congratulations, and thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the PBIS.
One more. All right, good evening, Superintendent Beeman and board members. Our final recognition of this evening is our newest assistant principal at Seminole High School, who said she was going to sing the fight song as she came up because they're rivals to Lake Mary. Would you welcome, please, Lydia Cook. Go Knowles, there you go. Ms. Cook grew up in Seminole County, attending Woodlands Elementary, Rock Lake Middle School, and Lake Mary High. She sang the fight song with you, there you go. And she has a bachelor's degree in liberal arts from the University of Central Florida, a master's degree in English education from the University of Central Florida as well, and a master's degree in educational leadership from Stetson University. She worked in a county a little bit south of us with the initials OC for about 9 years as an English teacher and a reading teacher, but then came across the lines and made the choice to come back home in 2020, where she returned to SCPS and started her career at Seminole High School 9th Grade Center as an instructional coach, a school administration manager, and now an assistant principal. We are excited to welcome Ms. Cook into her new role at the Seminole High School 9th Grade Center and want to welcome her family here. Ken Cook, her father, her mother Linda Cook, her son Tyler Tamano, and fiance Craig Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, our new assistant principal, 9th Grade Center, Lydia Cook.
That was quite a celebration. I'm going to give you all a few seconds to settle in.
Okay. Board members, first of all, it's National School Counseling Week. So we are very thankful for all of our school counselors. And our FOSA presentation tonight is with Dr. Gar Harold, Dr. Williams, and team. And we will be talking about the future of school counseling. So we'll turn it over to you all.
Good evening again. This will be the last time, unless I get called to the mic for something I wasn't expecting. So thank you so much for the opportunity to highlight some of the things that are happening in ePathways. So February is a really special month for us because we do have CTE month. But yesterday I had the opportunity to spend the entire day with 130-ish really incredible professionals. And so many of our school counselors are here this evening. So school counselors, if you have stuck it out, if you would please stand. Come on.
There's Pamela.
So these are some really cool people, first of all. And second of all, when you think about PBIS, your school counselor is often right there in the thick of it. When you think about career and technical education, none of those programs exist if students don't show up. And they don't show up if school counselors don't get them there. They are such a conduit for our students, and they really just provide opportunity and open doors. In the past several months, the school board has taken pretty significant action in reframing school counseling for Seminole County Public Schools. So it started with the introduction of a key performance indicator that is going to push our counselors and our administrators to get to at least 80% of that direct service, so that they're spending at least 80% of their time working with students. And then in December, you approved the comprehensive school counseling plan. It is the first one that we've had board approved in many, 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 many years. And many of the individuals that are in this room also worked on that plan. And it is reflective of a lot of hard work, and it's reflective of a lot of hard work that remains to be finished. And so at this time, I'm going to turn it over to my team, but first I want to introduce, and not that she needs any introduction, because we all know and love Dr. Nicola Williams. And then to her left, we have Patricia Durand, who's one of our school counselors on assignment. Marissa Ellis is one of our school counselors on assignment. And then Donna Williams-Lyons is also one of our school counselors, not on assignment, just one of our district school counselors. So with that, I will turn it over to you, Dr. Williams.
Hey, thank you so much for having us here. And as it was stated before, it is National School Counseling Week. And we had a successful professional learning event, the 2024 counselor convening yesterday. I hope school counselors feel appreciated and equipped for the work ahead. So if you have not already, remember to thank a school counselor this week. And yes, thank you, Sean.
I'm trying.
We're trying. I'm ahead of the slides. Okay, thank you. All right, so tonight we're focused on the future of school counseling. The path to comprehensive programming in our district was informed by administrators, state standards, a national professional model, and strategic planning. We are going to share more about this process and the timeline we are on to increase direct services to students through the implementation of a comprehensive school counseling program. We knew it was important to assess the state of school counseling as well as understand administrative priorities. Early in the process, we partnered with the Regional Educational Laboratory to survey SCPS principals. What we found was most principals rated having a comprehensive school counseling program as the top, or at least one of the top 3 priorities of the 17 identified tasks in the current job description. Armed with this information, we moved forward with revising the existing school counseling plan from 2008 to reflect the work we needed to prioritize going forward.
We as school counselors follow the Florida School Counseling Standards. There are 7 standards that help define our work. These include abiding by professional and ethical expectations, using data-driven planning, developing a school counseling program that promotes success for all students, consultation, collaboration, and coordination to promote academic success, providing counseling services, providing academic advisement and planning, and providing career development and post-secondary planning. In addition, we follow the Florida Student Standards for School Counseling. These standards are in the areas of academic, career, life skills development, and citizenship and global involvement.
Rather than providing responsive and reactionary services to a select few, certified school counselors strive to manage and deliver a comprehensive school counseling program that meets the needs of all students. Comprehensive programs help school counselors to clearly define their role. They provide direction when developing school counseling action plans that align with both school and district improvement goals, and also assist in effectively collaborating with all stakeholders to promote systemic change. School counseling programs are data-driven, proactive, and preventative in nature. School counselors develop curriculum K through 12 that is developmentally appropriate and focuses on post-secondary readiness, closing of the achievement gap, and improved results for achievement, attendance, and discipline. School counselors deliver their school counseling programs through both direct and indirect services to students. Direct services are those services that school counselors deliver to the student, such as classroom lessons, small group counseling, individual student planning, and advising. Indirectly, school counselors collaborate and consult with interdisciplinary teams, such as our school social workers and district mental health counselors, to support overall student success. Here you can see the board-approved Seminole County Public Schools Comprehensive School Counseling Plan. Together, SCPS school counselors have developed a model and a vision for school counseling programs in Seminole County that are aligned to both the state and national standards. This model provides a framework from which school counselors can build their own school counseling programs that clearly define their roles and responsibilities, detail the elements of a data-driven program, support evidence-based design and implementation, and ensure that equitable services are provided to all students.
So the work of revising the district comprehensive plan was a 5-year process, and it was a labor of love. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge those who gave their time to the revision process. So if you are here tonight, please stand when I call your name. Melanie Bingham, Pamela Boudram, Haley Kane, Iris Mar Colon, Kamisha DeCastro, Leanne Forrester, Marissa Ellis, Jennifer Flora, Vincent Geigel, Winola Grigley, Andrea Hormuth, Shannon LaFoy, Elizabeth Lopez, Imelda Lovett, Maria Lucas, Regina Marina, Marcia McBride, Hannah Metzger-Starcher, Ashley Moore, Kelly Negron, Sarah Nielsen, Susan O'Leary, Jacqueline Quinn, Todd Simmons, Andrea Steinborn, Donna Williams Lyons. I wanted to note that we are dividing and conquering tonight because our college career specialists, Sean Kurth and Sandy Fink, are running a FAFSA lab at Midway Safe Harbor this evening, and our school counselors will be joining them to support the event, so please excuse them if they leave early. It starts at 6:45.
Thank you for being here, and bye. We appreciate you all so much.
And so the professional model, the comprehensive plan reflects the American School Counseling Association's national model and is divided in 4 areas. Define is the alignment of our programs with the Florida School Counseling Framework, professional standards, and student standards. It guides how we evaluate and revise programming. Managing is how we ensure effectiveness and efficiency. We do this by having a program focus and through the use of planning tools. Deliver consists of the methods we use to provide services, whether direct or indirect, to support student achievement. And assess is the process of collecting data to inform program design and evaluate school counselors and school counseling programs. So as stated before, the SCPS strategic plan supports the vital work of school counselors with the new key performance indicator for direct services. Direct services fall into 4 distinct categories, which are instruction, which is teaching school counseling curriculum to students. We also have advisement, and that's making recommendations to students to help them with their pathway planning and their futures. Counseling is a short-term service we provide for students individually or in small groups, and it can be during times of crisis or transitions that may have the potential to stunt student success. Appraisal is the analysis and assessment of students' skills, interests, abilities, and their achievement. Our goal, as Sean stated, is to spend 80% of their time engaged in providing these services to students. And this year, we are collecting that baseline data with use of time surveys of our school counselors. And each year, we will move closer to achieving that best practice ratio of 80% of the time spent in direct service. Our students say they need us and they want to see us, and we are trying to rise to that call and meet the needs of all of our students.
In summary, the timeline of where we started, where we are, and where we will be is action-oriented and data-focused. Seminole County Public Schools established the ePathways Office for School Counseling Services in 2018. Since then, our team has planned and assessed programs, researched effective school counseling practices and priorities, revised the comprehensive school counseling plan, established program support and a service menu, and begun to implement the comprehensive school counseling plan. As we implement this plan, we are continuing with program assessment and preparing for a school counselor role revision to ensure we provide direct services to meet the needs of all K through 12 students. This work continues on schedule. The comprehensive school counseling plan's implementation will positively impact K through 12 student achievement as school counselors apply for national recognition with the American School Counselor Association's recognized ASCA model program. This national recognition aligns with the SCPS vision statement that the district will be recognized nationally for high standards. Let's look at a highlight reel of our K through 12 school counselors answering the call to meet high standards by providing direct services to all students.
Again.
Thank you, school board members, for the opportunity to highlight the work of our school counselors. It is a work in progress, and we have beyond 130 committed employees who are really just spending a lot of their time making sure that they are doing the right thing for kids and opening doors, and we are deeply grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. At this time, do we have anybody that would like to ask any questions or share anything with the panel?
I will.
Okay,
I
Vice
would
Chair?
just like to thank all of our school counselors. I know when I first came on the board, there was concerns that our guidance department was being called to proctor exams or those kind of things. I am so grateful for the framework that we have and the opportunities for our students to learn about career paths, and it's just phenomenal. I'm so grateful for you, Dr. Gard-Harold. Thank you all.
Member Garrick?
I thought it was especially appropriate, since this is School Counselor Week and it's Kindness Month, that so many of the initiatives by your by your school counselors revolved around kindness. I saw the Kindness Club, the Kindness Squad, Random Acts of Kindness, and I just want to say thank you, because we all know when school is a place students want to be, then they are empowered to learn. So thank you for all you're doing to support our students.
Thank you. Member Pennick?
We don't see all that you do all day. This is just the very tip, and I thank you for what you guys give into our students and our staff.
I also want to commend you and all of our guidance counselors for what they do day in and day out. It is a balancing act, and being in education for 35 years and seeing the inside of what you do day in and day out, it's a lot. And trying to manage the testing and working one-on-one and having somebody available for our students for maybe mental wellness, whatever they may need. And it's a juggling act, and we appreciate you all for acknowledging that and seeing what we can do together to help our students the best way possible. Not just that, but you're there for our employees too. And that means a lot to us. So thank you. Happy National Counseling Week. We appreciate you all so much. Please let everybody else know how much we appreciate you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so now it's time for the board non-committee comments, and I'm going to have member Garrick read the message. I know that member Kraus.
No, that's before public comments. Board comments are first.
Oh, sorry, non-committee comments. Go ahead. Non-committee comments first. We have you, member Garrick. Sorry.
No worries. So I'll start off with a couple of my school visits. The superintendent was kind enough to invite me along to Hamilton Elementary. If you all haven't checked out Hamilton recently, then you haven't checked out Hamilton. They are doing remarkable work. I was particularly excited to see their I'm an Innovator video. You just can't keep that mantra out of your head again and again and again. The students are showing their creative, collaborative, exciting learning adventures. So thank you to Principal Fuller and to the superintendent for inviting me. We also got to celebrate three folks who are keeping the spark of education alive, both a staff member, educator, and a student. And of course, there's just a phenomenal culture and climate, as you can imagine, with all those initiatives at Hamilton Elementary. Also had a chance to visit the middle school arena. We visited Markham Woods Middle School, and middle school often gets a bad rap. As you know, anybody that's been through middle school, that it's not an easy time in our lives to navigate. And so I want to say a special thank you to Dr. McDonald, who is demystifying middle school. He is bringing in students from elementary school onto campus as often as possible to show all of the great things that are happening and all of the opportunities for growth in middle school. As well, he's partnering with parents. I had a parent reach out to make sure that I knew about all of the work that was being done through their PTA in their library, which they have a very dedicated group of volunteers that is constantly every month there's different themes. They're inviting students in, getting them engaged and excited about language and literacy. And of course, we recognize some outstanding educators there as well with the Spark Award. I had the opportunity with Vice Chair Kraus to go to Leadership Seminole, had some very inspiring presentations. It was great to connect with area leaders. We had a busy day Saturday before last, and this past Saturday. I will not run down everything we've done, but I'll just give you a few highlights. Aerospace and Aviation Day, another outstanding program, great partnership between ePathways, the Sanford Airport, the NASA, just the list goes on and on, a really outstanding event. And of course, our little innovators for Hamilton were there, our gems from Goldsboro, Lyman, Seminole High School. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but really great partnership and opportunities for our students. Later that day, we went to the All-County Honor Band, and the superintendent received a letter, I think we were all CC'd in, from a parent who was so excited about the opportunities to delve into the arts that Seminole County is providing. So we are known as Seminole County, but we always like to squeeze that A in there and really be Seminole County. So we've got the STEMinole A for arts. And I'll leave some more for some other folks, but just a really exciting, just couple of weeks since we last got together. But if you have not been in a school lately, please make it a point of stopping in. There are incredible opportunities for our students in Seminole County that are not available in other districts.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to comment on the all-county honors band. I was able to take my extended family, and they felt like the performances was equal to going to Dr. Phillips. It was phenomenal, both middle and high school. In addition to all of the things that Member Garrick mentioned, the board took a field trip to the Orlando Science Center, and we brought some assistant superintendents with us as well. And they have a new display coming called Life, which we are extraordinarily excited about. It should be open the first part of April, and maybe we can all go back again and see it. But there's enormous opportunities for our students. They too run a spring break camp. It may be full by now, but also summer camps and great programs for our community. And finally, I took the PACES training, which was hosted by the Peace and Justice Institute, as well as our foundation. And it stands, the class stands for Why Positive and Adverse Childhood Experience Matter. And it was so eye-opening. We're hosting another event Thursday at Winter Springs High School. They ask that you pre-register, so if you go on the Winter Springs social media page, if you'll please register. But I highly, it explains just a lot of what our families and students are going through. And that concludes my non-committee report.
Congratulations to the Wellness Department, the Benefits Department, all of our partners on the Strolling with Sarita this past weekend. I think it was the largest crowd we've ever had. It was truly successful. It was wonderful to see everyone out there working on staying healthy. So that's all I had to add to what was already mentioned.
So yes, the Sarita stroll was amazing, and carrying you across the finish line, even though you were ahead of us, Christine and Autumn and I had a great time carrying you across with the poster. And also thank you to all the sponsors that helped with the program, because we could not have done it without them. And really, healthy employees make a healthy working environment, and mentally as well as physically makes you perform better. So wellness is a key to so much. And you know how I feel about mental health and wellness. And you know, we've already started our kickoff with the 10K with our steps. Right now, Superintendent Beeman is in the lead out of the group of us. We all have our own teams, but the app that the Wellness Committee has put together, love it. Learning new things every day on it, sharing recipes and all kinds of fun stuff with that. I wanted to mention that Winter Springs High School, besides a long day on Saturday, it feels like there's been so many wonderful activities, but I love the fact that Winter Springs High School partnered with the culinary students, partnered with the Latinos in Action, and they put together a night in Paris. And we went down to the University of Central Florida's hospitality school at the Rosen Hotel Saturday evening. And the students did a phenomenal job with the cooking and the decorations, and they collaborated together. And the teachers said it was really hard for them just to sit back and not say anything and just let them do what they needed to do. And I must say, they did a phenomenal job. So kudos to the Winter Springs High School students, the Latinos in Action culinary students. They were one of the only ones that did not get to participate in our chili cook-off, which was a wonderful program that we had. Thank you, Dr. Shangard Harold, Mr. Mark Mullins, everybody for the What's Your E, and everybody that was part of the program, and of course, Chef Tom and Mr. Vito over there, everybody. I can name a ton of you all for helping us. We had 6 out of our 9 schools participate, and Lyman won in 2 of the categories, but what I loved about it the most was the fact that the students had to make eye contact and communicate with us, and that is the key to, you can learn any trick or trade, but if you don't know how to communicate with someone, you don't make it far in life. It's extremely important to make eye contact and talk to each other, and they did a phenomenal job with that. So super impressed with that. The academic tournament, a lot of us have been participating in watching our students from each high school do the academic tournament, starting at 3:30 in the afternoon. I believe Thursday is our finals, and so all of us will be here to award our schools on, these questions are really tough too. So we will be awarding the schools, it's the final one on Thursday, and I believe it starts at 3:30. Also wanted to mention our Employee of the Year at Cross Life Church. I don't think anybody mentioned that yet. Okay. Congratulations to the wonderful team led by Grace Gonzalez. And our Employee of the Year was Stacy Vanderwide. And congratulations to Stacy. She's up here in this county office. She's not here. I think I've been working with her for over 30 years, because she used to be my para in my classroom, which is kind of weird, crazy how time flies. And then I know you all mentioned the all-county honor band concerts and the different things. I've had an opportunity to visit schools with Superintendent Beeman. We went to Sable Point, we went to Teague. I was at Longwood this week. I've been at different schools. Been helping out in the front office, answering phones, and doing some odd jobs that they may need extra assistance in right now. I want you to mention, I always mention this because I think it's really important. Also, don't forget the underclassmen AP art show exhibit is actually starting now. It's going on as we speak. It's at Castleberry Art House in Castleberry, but you can go anytime and see the beautiful artwork that our students have created. Tonight they're doing the award ceremony. We weren't able to make it, but please stop by and see that. Please check out the scholarships. I'm going to say it again. There are so many scholarships on scholarship.com, but go to the Florida PTA site. That's one of the committees that I'm on. And we have already received about 80 scholarship applications just for our state PTA, one that's going to be this summer. And also want to make sure that you all look at the House Bill 13. And if you can find a companion bill, let me know. But it's raising salaries, but we're not getting what our teachers need, or any of our employees. And this all comes from DOE, so please keep that in mind, and please watch what's going on up there. I will be heading to Tallahassee next week on my own, not through the school, doing my own run up there, basically to see who I can meet with and go from there. Also, the Grow Healthy Kids program, that is coming up. I think I sent everybody a reminder on that. Remember, healthy kids are happy kids, and a balancing act, and it's extremely important that we make sure that all of our children have that opportunity. I know when you were talking about the counselors and everything like that, one thing that Lake Brantley does, and I think I've mentioned it before, is coffee with counselors. They do it a lot, not just in the morning, they do it at night. And there's a lot of the same people that go, some people more so than others, but if you can't go, just call them. A lot of times they video it. I don't know if Pamela left, I think she did. But check out the different events through that. I could talk all day. We had so many different, the Business Expo, the Wellness Initiative on the academic tournament, and I think that is basically all I have for my non-reported items. I think you all, one more last thing. Lake Brantley High School's Poetry Out Loud contest. Sorry, I know you're tired of hearing me talk. I wanted to congratulate Luis Diaz. He is going to states, and he won the competition. I was able to judge that the other day. Thank you, Marty, for being here to support us, as well as Jennifer Berg, who implemented that program. And don't forget, There's wonderful events going on right now for celebration of Black History Month, the Essence Fair that we will be going to. I believe we have a few different ones. We have one next week.
Right.
There's a ton. So looking forward to seeing everybody at all the different ones. And then the last thing is the Space Coast League Championship, the robotics at Haggerty High School. I swear, I think I went to like 10 events Saturday. They did phenomenal. So check out all the robotics teams to see all the phenomenal robots that they put together and all the things that they can do. Thank you. Now we will go ahead and allow you to do your reading, Member Garrick.
Also, science fair.
Yes, thank you.
I think that was it. The purpose of the public participation segments of the board meeting is to allow the public to address matters within the board's jurisdiction and not to resolve individual grievances or disputes. Public comments related to education, the board agenda, and the district are welcome and encouraged, but public comment sections are not forums to engage in personal attacks against school system employees or board members. To maintain orderly conduct, the public's comments segments of the meeting may not be used as open forums to discuss matters unrelated to education, to support or oppose candidates for public office, including presentations of political and/or campaign issues, announcing candidacy and/or campaigning, or to engage in commercial speech attempting to sell a service or product to the board or the public. Nor are they forums to address matters involving disciplinary actions of any kind, pending claims, complaints, or litigation against the district or district personnel. Public comment segments durations are as follows. Agenda items, limited to 3 minutes. One group representative speaking on a proposition, maximum of 6 minutes. Speaker must remain on topic for agenda item and/or proposition. Non-agenda items, limited to 2 minutes. Speakers shall direct their comments only to the board and may not address the audience or other speakers. No speaker may yield his or her time to any other person. Generally, substitutions of speakers will not be allowed.
Thank you so much. All right, so at this time, first I'm going to go ahead and do the consent agenda for you. Do we have any recommendation, Superintendent Beeman?
Yes, Madam Chair, as we don't have any public comment for the agenda items, the consent agenda recommendation is that it be approved as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Did you get that? All right. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and we have a few non-agenda items that Member Garrick has already, Superintendent, do you have recommendation for student discipline hearing?
Yes, I do, and it's that the School Board of Seminole County approve the student disciplinary recommendations for January 16th, 2024 and January 22nd, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. All right, and Superintendent, is there, do you have any other report that you?
No, all is included in the agenda as a read-only. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, so now it's time for the school board committee reports. And I know it's only been 2 weeks, so I know I haven't been able to have any new meetings, but go ahead, Member Garrick.
I wanted to share that there was a conflict with the Sanford District 5 meeting at the Velma Williams Center. I did go to the Employee of the Year recognition with you all, and I wanted to make sure that I said a special thank you to the Business Advisory Board because they served on that selection committee, and it was incredibly difficult to choose just one Employee of the Year. I know that they put a lot of effort into that process, and so I would like to say a special thank you. Additionally, the Business Advisory Board is now hosting morning breakfasts throughout the year in which we are inviting business owners or business leaders to learn more about the ways that you can partner with SCPS. So if you are interested in one of those opportunities, it is an invitation only. There will be an event January 29th, so if you can please reach out to myself,
February 29th?
February 29th, sorry. I was thinking the 29th, there can't be that in February, but there is. February 29th, and Dr. Mullins is our representative from staff on that committee, and so between the two of us, we can certainly make sure that you are there. I also had the opportunity to go to the Midway Coalition meeting, which was, it's a meeting that I generally try to go to but have a conflict. It was incredibly enlightening again to witness the strong community partnerships we have, especially relating back to the issues that were in Sanford regarding the water supply, between the great leadership of the superintendent, the strategy of our communications teams, and all of our principals and stakeholders in the community. We were able to make sure that everybody in the community understood that school would not be in session. Those few students that were at bus stops were picked up and delivered safely back to their homes without any issue, and it took the round-the-clock coordination of those teams. So I just wanted to say thank you very much, and I know that the Midway community and surrounding areas of Sanford were extremely appreciative to the communication that they got from Superintendent Beeman as well as the rest of the team. I had the opportunity to take part of the League of Women Voters. They had a forum that was a mini workshop of the PACES workshop that the foundation and Seminole County Public School Foundation is supporting. So I'm on the Education Committee of the League of Women Voters. That is a nonpartisan organization committing to voting and other advocacy concerns, including education. And I think that is it for committee reports. We did last night spend just an hour celebrating students with the City of Longwood's Joy Awards. It's aptly named Joy. That's the Juvenile of the Year. They've been doing this, presenting these awards for decades.
44 years.
Yes, and seeing all of the folks that were in house tonight to celebrate our students and employees and volunteers were there last night. It was outstanding support and a real honor to be part of a district that recognizes our students not just in the classroom but in the community. So thank you.
Thank you. I only had one committee meeting, the Foundation for SCPS, and we met at Tools for Schools, and the group of about 25 members divided up, and we had a contest to wrap these whole big bins of pencils. I don't even know, there was a prize of somebody, but it was an interesting and fun meeting. And there are opportunities for many of our individuals. Probably we do Bright Future Hours, I'm sure. Students can get involved and help the Tools for Schools project move along. I do want to mention also there are still a few sponsorships for Golf for Education, which will be held March 25th at 8 a.m. at the Legacy Club at Alaqua. So please sign up if you're able, if you're a golfer. If you're not, come cheer the golfers along. Thank you very much.
I only had one committee meeting and I missed it due to a funeral, but the minutes were forwarded to you today, so I have no other updates.
Thank you. I also didn't want to forget to mention that Teacher of the Year event is Friday night. We're looking forward to celebrating our wonderful Teachers of the Year. So that will be Friday evening, and it will be a packed house, and we appreciate all the sponsors. Also, Running for Heroes, thank you, Ms. Faison. I don't see her. There she is. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the pictures with me. You know how special Running for Heroes is for me, and seeing that our students are now taking field trips there. South Seminole Academy went today, and Mrs. Faison was there as well, and I appreciate it. And if you haven't had a chance to visit Running for Heroes, which is in the Winter Springs area. It is nonprofit, 501c. Zachariah, gosh, I feel like I've known him forever because we started the run at Layer when he was at Layer Elementary, and now he's what, a 10th or 11th grader?
He got his permit today.
Yo, oh my
I
gosh,
saw
I
it.
didn't see that. Wow, that's crazy. I remember when he was like 8. He's traveled all over the country, and so he will be doing his last run coming up at the end of the school year. But there's so many others that run with him or run in different states and so on and so forth. And the FAFSA forms, if you haven't done your FAFSA forms, I heard that they were doing an extension on it. Remember, FAFSA is really good for the scholarships too, so they can keep track of all of that. It's not mandatory, but it's really good, and a lot of the schools do have committees that they can have you with that and do it together. And I don't have any other comments besides that. Thank you. All right, so now it's time for our superintendent. Do you have any reports?
No
Go ahead.
additional reports.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if you wanted any of the month, Black History Month.
They're all included in the
Perfect.
report in the book.
Wonderful. Guys, check out our website. Check out all the different things that are going on at all the different schools. So many wonderful events are taking place right now. All right, now it's time for the public comments for non-agenda items, and Member Garrick has already read, and the minutes are 2 minutes. So first, Stuart Bogue, and then after Stuart will be Madeline Prosp. Did I say your name wrong? How do I say your name? Popes, thank you. You can go ahead and stand up behind him if you want to. And then, of course, after that will be Raquel Molina. Thank you. Good evening.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello. My name is Stuart Bogue. I'm art teacher at Idlewild Elementary for the past 15 years. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Board Member Pinnock, to Assistant Superintendent Dr. Cummings, and Assistant Supervisor Facilities Mike Moynihan for swiftly resolving an issue in my classroom. Your prompt attention restored my class to a safe learning environment. Your leadership and dedication to student well-being and my personal health are commendable. I was touched when Dr. Cummings called me at home and Board Member Pinnock reached out to see how I was feeling. Your simple acts of kindness have this educator's bucket overflowing. To my students, colleagues, maintenance staff, and contracted workers, I would like to extend a public apology for any displays of crankiness last week. Superintendent Beeman, I was cranky. But I can assure you and this board, I'm 100% back to the quirky and joyful teacher that the students at Idlewild have grown to love and expect. In closing, I'd like to share, besides being an educator, I also proudly serve the state as a court-appointed guardian advocate for a nonverbal ward. In June, I will be presenting at a state conference funded by the Florida Department of Education and the Bureau of Exceptional Student Services. Since 1998, the annual Florida Family Cafe Conference has helped empower Floridians with disabilities and their families to connect and learn how to advocate. My session, Unexpected Awe. I will share stories and strategies from the intersection of education, healthcare, and advocacy. Thank you again. It's a true honor to stand in front of y'all.
Well, thank you. We appreciate everything you do as well. Madeline, go ahead. Thank you.
Hello, honored ladies of the board. Thank you for meeting with us tonight. My name is Madeline Probst. I'm a senior at Lake Brantley High School. A clear point of pride in Seminole County is the Families in Need program, started in order to help our homeless and displaced students here in Seminole County. So I have to ask you all, if you are placing such an emphasis on helping these children, why are you at the same time cutting off one of the most common and healthiest coping mechanisms for underprivileged youth? According to the National Institute of Health and the United States Department of Education, therapeutic reading is the most effective coping mechanism for childhood trauma in children ages 5 to 14. In their 2009 study, the Department of Education noted that when children were exposed to serious topics such as homelessness and displacement in reading, they were able to better cope with their own situations by being able to model that behavior that is seen in stories to their own experiences. The National Institute of Health's 2014 study showed that children with neurological disorders such as PTSD or childhood depressive disorders, which children who have experienced homelessness and displacement are more than 400% more likely to experience by the age of 14. Roughly 83% were able to manage their symptoms better when they were able to read freely, using escapism as a coping mechanism with fantasy. However, because of book bans, classroom libraries have become nearly obsolete, as each book has to be meticulously reviewed. School libraries have been plagued by empty shelves. If their families are battling homelessness, they are not going to be expected to be readily able to access public libraries. We have 110 banned books in Seminole County. That is the second most of any county in the state of Florida, and that is completely unacceptable. We as a county cannot brag about how much we've done for these kids and how great of a program we have until we stop cutting off their best coping mechanism, until we show them that we want them to live. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Afterwards, if I could have somebody speak to her about the book bans.
Yes.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Order, please.
So Raquel Kingston, you're next after that. And then, I'm sorry, Raquel, 1 second. And then Lewis, you're after that. Thank you.
Ready? Good evening. My name is Raquel Molina. I was coming to speak about cameras in special education classroom, but I changed the topic. My question is, what are the benefits of school-based counseling? When there are needs that exceeds what a guidance counselor is there to provide, a school-based therapist can further help with advocating for a child's needs and communicating with the family and guardian. Common issues they address include aggression, anxiety, depression, abuse. My question to you all, what did the school counselor do for my daughter when she was mentally and physically abused by her teacher and teacher's aide while in her first year in Lyman High School? Nothing was done for my child. Will Seminole County Public School counselors advocate for all students' best interests, including those without a voice? I sure hope so. Will the counselors be afraid of retaliation by admin for advocating for the students? I sure hope not, because retaliation and abuse should never be tolerated by anyone, period. Never. The 14th of February is Valentine's Day. I just want to wish happy Valentine's Day to you all, especially to those caring, hardworking, honest employees in Seminole County Public School, and especially to all of Emily's awesome, honest, hardworking teachers, for the exceptions of 2 bad apples. And he knows who those are. Thank you. I'm not going any further.
Thank you, Ms. Molina. All right, Kingston?
Members of the board, my name is Kingston Leroux. Thank you for listening to our stance on the overwhelming number of book bans tonight. Seminole County currently has 88 books banned for kindergarten to 12th grade students, along with 27 books that have been banned for students in elementary and middle school. This list includes extremely informative books such as People Kill People by Ellen Hopkins and The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. These stories are a safe haven for students across all of our public schools, and limiting students' ability to find an outlet is outright appalling. It is heart-crushing to watch the shelves in the only library students have immediate access to be torn apart in the name of protecting children. We do not need to be protected from words. We are the ones that have been raised to learn. We have an aspiration to take the world in our hands and make the world a better place. but that is being taken from us one book at a time. No matter what the content in the book is, it's something we can find on the internet skewed with political views and AI information. Books are the most reliable source, especially firsthand experiences that we are allowed to draw conclusions from. Banning books that define exactly what we are feeling is censorship at its finest. The students of Seminole County are tired of the oppressive measures that are being taken. Books are not being banned with students in mind. We are tired and will not sit back and watch stories of writers of all different sexualities, gender orientations, races, and heritages be pulled from the shelves. So women of the school board, I must ask, when will students' opinions be heard? If more books are taken away from us, how will we leave high school with passions and opinions? Give our lives back and give us a voice. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Order, please. Order.
Lewis, right?
Good afternoon, members of the board. My name is Luis Villalobos. I'm a sophomore at Seminole High School, and today I stand before you troubled by the recent expansion of the book bans in our district. The direct attempts at limiting conversations and literature produced by marginalized groups is appalling. Several of the books banned in the SCPS catalog represent authors from marginalized communities. Bans on literary works such as Homegoing, which detail the impacts of colonialism and racial segregation, are necessary to educate the youth. Preventing our students from access to these diverse perspectives not only creates an environment that limits the voices of minorities, but breeds a culture of hostility that only serves to dispel dialogue that does not align with the status quo that is determined by a select few who would rather our youth not experience the diversity of opinions offered in this country. Think for a moment about all the children currently facing discrimination. Banning our books will only further marginalize them and their peers from other groups. The families of this district send their children to school for freedom, opportunity, and understanding across lines of difference. These restrictive bans break that promise. I call on this board to issue statements against these book bans and work to promote conversations involving diversity, equity, and inclusion in our schools. Discussing diversity in an educational environment is necessary to promote student inquiry and form future leaders that are knowledgeable on various perspectives. I call on our administrators to ensure our libraries remain places where all student experiences are represented. Our students deserve schools that educate fully and fearlessly on building an equal society. And until that promise is kept, the voices of those affected will not rest. Know that we will not be silenced by these policies. Rather, we will come together and have our stories be known. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I think
Order.
We will have somebody speak to the three of you afterwards. If you would like to
And
make a
certainly-
statement, that would be great. If you want.
Certainly, Chair, we will have our director speak with the students as it relates to, I think what the reference is to the book review process and those things that we have discussed in months past as it relates to the statutory changes that
Requirements
happen.
from the state.
Yes, I believe that is what is being referenced, so we will be happy to share the information with the students and go from there.
Thank you. We'll discuss with you afterwards legislative and Department of Educational things. Anybody else have any further comments that they would like to share at this time?
Just real quickly, we are registering new students in Seminole County Kindergarten registration. Check our website for documents that you might need. And I know a lot of the VPKs are registering as well. So thank you very much.
Member Garrick?
And I would be remiss after seeing Assistant Superintendent Prom here the entire meeting if I did not say a special thank you to Seminole High School, who hosted the all-county SGA meeting yesterday morning. It was great to see leaders and hear leaders, student leaders from throughout the county talk about issues that are relevant to their lives and solutions that they have. So thank you very much to your school for hosting.
Member Pennick? All right, and for me, just wanted to mention, spring break is around the corner. Central Florida Zoo, we still have a few spots for the spring camps, but there's some camps out there right now that are available, great locations for your students to participate. We have some great certified teachers there. And also, I wanted to share this because I know you all received one of these too. This is from Redbug Elementary School, and we get notes and thank you notes all the time. And many times we also may not receive such kind notes, which is okay. But I wanted to share this because, and then thank Redbug for writing a beautiful thank you note to each and every one of us. And this, I'm actually going to put it on my shelf. It's beautiful. It says, every person, every conversation, every experience, value. Find the value and not a thing will be wasted. Isn't that beautiful? So if there's no further comments, this meeting is adjourned. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week. It's 7:19. Drive safely. Thank you.